Man, I still can't believe Skylar got Phillip re-executed simply because Brian, Jake, and Ryan resurrected him. Thankfully, Jill beat him up and killed him. It sparks a brilliant thought for me. I'm going to approach a boy and ask if I may use his timer. That way, I can attach it to the machine and begin the countdown to revive Phillip Dawson. In this manner, he and Jill may lead a contented existence.
Hello, who are you?
My name is Franklin John Herbertson, but you can call me Mr. Franklin. I am a debt collector, businessman, the owner of a hangman camp, and the CEO of Disney. I am also a father of Kelly Herbertson.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Franklin. My name is Chris Percy. So what do you need?
Chris, you will not believe when I tell you this, but you see, Skylar called the police on Phillip Dawson to get him re-executed, all because he got revived by Brian, Jake, and Ryan. But luckily, Skylar got killed by Jill for that.
That's good. He deserved to be in hell. I cannot believe he got Phillip re-executed by calling the police on him to make Jill even more angry.
I know, but I have an idea to bring Phillip back to life. Is it okay if I can borrow your timer so I can connect it to the machine called Coming Back to Life?
Sure, Mr. Franklin. I'll go to my room and set my timer for 3 minutes. Then I'll give it to you. Here you go, Mr. Franklin. My timer has been set.
Thank you, Chris. Now I can connect it to the machine called Coming Back to Life. My daughter is waiting for me. Do you think you can come with us?
You bet I can. Okay, Phillip. It's time for us to save your life.
Yes. Philip Dawson is back to life. We knew this timer would work.
I know Kelly. Let's go see him.
Wait a minute. I wonder who brought me back to life.
It was us. We connected my timer to the machine called Coming Back to Life, and let a 3-minute timer begin in order to revive you.
Wow. Thank you so much for reviving me. But since I already know Chris, who are you two?
I am Mr. Franklin. I am a debt collector, businessman, the owner of a hangman camp, and the CEO of Disney.
And my name is Kelly Herbertson. I am a daughter of Mr. Franklin. I'm rich. He told me that I've won $2 billion in his hangman camp, so I can get everything I want.
Well, it's nice to meet you too. And Kelly, I am so proud of you for winning $2 billion in your father's hangman camp. So what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Mike, is it okay if my sisters and I can borrow your sister's timer, so we can set it for 8 minutes and connect it to the Viand Logic camera?
Oh, sure, you and your sisters let's see, but what for?
We need to bring Skylar back to life.
Really? What happened to him?
See, Mike, after Jill received a call from Clara about Philip, she beat up Skylar and killed him to death, all because he got him re-executed by calling the police on him after Brian, Jake and Ryan revived him.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe Jill did all this to Skylar, since he got a call from Clara about what happened to Philip. So yes, Zitzy, I'll ask my sister if she can let you and your sisters use her timer, so you can connect it to the Viand Logic camera.
Thank you, Mike.
Zizzy, did we just hear that Skylar got killed by Jill?
Yes, I believe she did, Mr. and Mrs. Lanyon. You see, Clara called Jill and told her that Skylar called the police on Philip to get him re-executed after Brian, Jake and Ryan revived him.
What the? You have got to be kidding us right now. How on earth did Clara give Jill a call and tell her what Skylar did to Philip? And how dare she beat him up and kill him to death just because he called the police on him to get him re-executed? Jill must understand that her father deserved to be in hell, because he gave his son Dylan a punishment 8 years ago. And she also needs to realize that killing people was extremely bad.
I know, Mr. and Mrs. Lanyon, and your son Mike is asking his sister if my sisters and I can borrow her timer.
That sounds like an excellent idea, Zizzy. We think our daughter's timer connecting to the Viand Logic camera will bring Skylar back to life.
Hey big sis, is it okay if the triplet bunny girls can borrow your timer, so they can set it for 8 minutes and connect it to the Viand Logic camera? Because they need to bring Skylar back to life.
Wait a minute, little bro. What happened to him?
You see, big sis, Zitzy told me that after Jill took a call from Clara about Philip, she beat up Skylar and killed him to death, all because he called the police on him to get him re-executed after Brian, Jake and Ryan revived him.
What? Are you serious, little bro? Jill did all that?
Yes, he did.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. How in the world did Clara give Jill a call and tell her what Skylar did to Philip? And how dare she beat him up and kill him to death just because he got him re-executed by calling the police on him after Brian, Jake and Ryan revived him? Jill must realize that killing people was absolutely unacceptable, and she also needs to understand that her father deserved to be in hell, because he gave his son Dylan a punishment 8 years ago. So yes, little bro, the triplet bunny girls may borrow my timer, so they can set it for 8 minutes and connect it to the Viand Logic camera to revive Skylar.
Thank you, big sis.
Anytime, little bro. Now, where was I?
I have to say, you guys saved my life.
It's no problem, Philip. But for now, we think you should head home. Jill might be thinking about you for 9 months.
I think that's a good idea. Jill will be so happy to see me again.
All 3 of you, stop right there.
Excuse me, but who are you girls?
Chris, do you know those two?
Yes, I do. Kelly, Mr. Franklin, please introduce yourselves to my sister Penelope and her friend Everly.
With pleasure, Chris. Hi, Penelope and Everly. My name is Franklin John Herbertson, But you two can call me Mr. Franklin. I am a debt collector, businessman, the owner of a hangman camp, and the CEO of Disney. And this is my daughter Kelly. She can get everything she wants because she has $1 billion in my hangman camp. She's rich now.
Oh really? Well, we have a question for you three. Why is Philip Dawson back to life? Yeah, we thought he was supposed to be in hell.
Here's the explanation. Skylar called the police on him to get him re-executed, and Jill had to beat him up and kill him to death.
That's right. So we had no choice but to use Chris's timer to connect it to the machine called Coming Back to Life and let a 3-minute timer begin in order to save Philip's life.
You three did what? Oh my goodness. We can't believe you did this to save Philip's life. You know you were not supposed to do that. And Mr. Franklin, I want you to bring the old Kelly back right now, because Emma Johnson really wants to be friends with her.
No. Nothing's going to happen. Emma has already disrespected my daughter, so she's no longer be friends with her anymore. So you'd better watch your attitude right now or else.
Oh no, you will not rip off my friend's body parts. We're out of here.